Here at Weller, we believe that feelings of wellness, vitality, and optimization should be available and attainable to all of us every day and should never be expensive, time-consuming, or intimidated. We believe wholeheartedly that the best version of ourselves is possible every day. So our goal is to provide an accessible, functional beverages that are simple, delicious, natural, and impactful. We created our products with real life in mind. Our clean label, convenient, and always delicious beverages meet you where you are and are beyond easy to integrate into your everyday life whenever you want them. Go visit wellerbrands.com and use promo code D&D Podcast for 20% off your order. Free shipping on orders over $120. Now back to the show.
Work if I hit that record button.
That's just for that.
Well.
Welcome to a little Inside Baseball, and welcome back to the Dutch and Dirty podcast. I found this guy sober, so that worked out. I think it might be, we'll figure out how this podcast goes, but I think it's going to be better than last time.
Well, it's because after the last show, the day later, you called me and said, dude, you got to keep it on the rails. So,
well, the rails and a couple of pops is, two different things.
Look, when you're knocking down the world's tastiest party punch, no telling what can happen.
That's a good point. So, which brings us to our episode sponsor, Morey Distributing, local here in Sparks, Nevada, provided us with some delicious Beatbox Cherry Limeade. If you're looking for party in a box,
if you're looking to get out of control,
that's a strong.
It's a quick punch too.
It is approved. It is approved. So for all your adult beverage needs, if you are a provider of adult beverages in the Reno Sparks area, please reach out to Morey Distributing. They'll take care of all your needs. Let's get into the pod.
Boom.
All right. So it's been an exciting 2 weeks, I think. For little health update from me, your boy is walking.
He's back, weight bearing.
Yeah. No more peg leg and no more scooting around. I got to tell you, that peg leg thing was legit.
It looked pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, having two hands, beer in one and then being able to get up the stairs with another, that's important. You can't do that on a scooter and you can't do it in crutches.
No, and we'll get into the Masters Part 3 we did this week in a little bit, but seeing you hobble around out there, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean,
you could walk around a golf course with a broken leg.
Pretty much. Yeah. It was good. So
now the grind starts. You got 4 weeks.
I do. I have 4 weeks. So I'm supposed to stay in the boot for 2 weeks. I think I'm going to do it until next Thursday. And then I head to Napa and I'm playing golf in Napa. We'll get to that later. But I mean, it feels good. It's just super weird. So one calf looks like it always did. And the other one looks like a fucking toothpick. I mean, it's gnarly. I asked the doctor, I'm like, is this okay? He's like,
atrophy.
It doesn't actually look that bad. He's like, you should see, like, for older people that come in. Yeah, it's.
You just looked at my calf when you said older people.
What calf? No, so that went really well. I was pretty pumped. So basically, from what I understand, my bone is healed. And now it's just kind of building up the muscle. So I think I'm going to be good to go. Actually probably be out at the range tonight with the fam, chipping and putting. Yeah. And then, I actually had my annual physical. And funny story, Dirty and I actually share the same general practitioner.
Well, seeing as you came to me asking me for what I wasn't
no.
I don't use.
No, I have him. I've seen him for like 4 or 5 years. PA put me on to him because he was over the house. This is kind of funny. We're at a dinner party and I'm chatting this guy and we're talking about all kinds of stuff that you wouldn't think maybe necessarily a doctor talks about. But I was like, oh, what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm a general practitioner. I'm like, you're a pretty fucking cool guy. You want to be my doctor?
He's awesome.
Yeah. I actually sold him a golf cart. Remember that first golf cart I had?
Yeah.
That one that went way too fast that Mansfield hooked me up with out of Modesto. Yeah, this thing would like
almost pop a wheelie.
Peel wheels. Yeah, I almost flipped it like 4 or 5 times. I had to get rid of it. But sold that to him. Did all my annual blood work this morning. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good. Your boy Dutch is healthy and ready to get back at it. A fresh cut yesterday.
Is his PA still the short blonde haired lady?
No. I was talking about the other PA.
No,
guy.
I know that. I'm talking about Mike's.
Oh yeah.
She's so cool.
Dude, she's
the
awesome.
the best PA in town.
She's hilarious.
Yeah.
She should have her own podcast.
We should have her on. She's that good.
She's awesome. Great attitude. Could talk a hole into the wind.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's pretty sweet. So now it's like, time to get back on the routine. I think the only thing that I've been doing that has been routine is every 2 weeks. Heyday Barbershop, go in there and get this mustache trimmed up, get a fresh cut. Hey, take care of yourself, boys.
You got to.
Yeah.
I noticed the bags though. You got to get on the serum, dude.
Oh, the serum. Yeah, I know. It's getting a little older.
It comes the
It's a
sun,
little
all
rough.
of it, bud.
It's a little rough.
Real man care. Never hurt anybody.
Yeah. But other than that, there is one thing that I kind of want to talk about that happened this week. And, I always preface this like, hey, this is not a political show.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about how everyone should subscribe to us.
Oh,
on
yeah,
every platform available.
I'm not very good at, I should probably be wearing my glasses. I'm not super great at following the rundown. So, please, if you're enjoying the show, if you've listened to it once, and I know a lot of people out there aren't like hardcore podcast listeners, but if you can, hit the subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. We're trying to build a audience that we can connect with and start having a conversation with, like, reach back out to us. What are you guys even talking about? You don't know what the hell you're talking about. We want to have that kind of conversation. And we also want to know what's going on in the golf world. And,
chirp us when we need to be chirped, which is daily.
If there's a golf course that we have to travel to go play, we'd love to get that information too, because that's kind of what we want to do.
That's what we do.
Yeah. So YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, follow us on social media, or on Instagram, Twitter, X, Twatter.
I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Instagram.
X. Yeah. TikTok and Facebook. Everything is Dutch and Dirty Podcast. Dutch in, not and. And give us a follow. We'd love to hear from you.
Give us a like. Give us a dislike.
Yeah.
Respond.
So what I kind of want to get into, and I know everybody that I know listens to this podcast is kind of having something like this go on in their lives, where the central divide of like the right and the left, it's absurd. So I have this group text of friends that I've been friends with for 20 plus years. Some of these guys I've known since I was like in middle school, high school, and stuff like that. We couldn't be 5 more different people. Like, there's a guy that's gay, he's Jewish. I have Mexican heritage, a guy that's a super libertarian, super far left, a conservative that works in,
sounds like a dream Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, exactly. So we've kept up this text message group for, I don't know, 15, 20 years. And we may all have that one friend whose hair is on fire every day about something.
Yeah.
Right. Like, can't get enough of the news cycle and goes in and does all the research and then just blasts this shit out. Like, I don't understand. Like, I can't even believe this. And how are you guys okay with this? And all this shit. And for me, I get it. You're upset, but I got 5 kids. I got multiple businesses to run. I'm trying to start a podcast with my buddy so we can have a good time. This is pretty cathartic for me. I can't imagine being this upset about anything. So, there's conservatives in this group text, there's libertarian, there's, pragmatic Democrats, there's far left, and then there's myself, which, I say do what you like, but that doesn't mean I need to know or hear about it or actually give a shit about it.
Yeah.
Just go do what you do. As long as you're not affecting my circle, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, go ahead.
Live your life.
That's it. So we got into this whole argument about this because I grew up in Maryland. So the Maryland man thing that's going on, this guy that got deported back to El Salvador. And my one buddy's on fire about it, like just fucking livid. And then we have another guy that's kind of conservative that's like, well, I saw this and blah, blah, blah. So this whole we're talking like 200 text messages. I was like on a meeting and I come back and I'm like, holy shit. How do I catch back up to this? And at the end of the conversation, my one friend who I love dearly is like, I just can't believe this. I'm out. I'm off the, blah, blah. And just like, fucking, I'm done. Now, we're all going to be friends because the two that were fighting, one of the person that left is the godfather of the daughter, and I'm a godfather of the other son. And so we're all going to be friends, but let's give it a fucking break.
Hold on. So you're telling me that one of your guys was like, I'm out, I'm done, and he left the text thread.
He didn't actually leave it, but he hasn't responded.
So you guys didn't all go and start your own text thread and not include him?
No.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure on that.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is a common thing. So I kind of just want to chat about like how fucking ridiculous is this? And you said something when we were doing the pre-show, like when we do this rundown that we can't fucking follow to save our lives.
Why we do it,
Yeah.
who knows?
You said something that like, it was a really good point. It should be treated like religion, right? Like, hey, if you're Jewish and I'm Christian, we're still friends. You have a belief, but that doesn't infringe on my belief. And what it is for you is exactly that. It is for you. And mine's for me. I don't look at you any different.
Yeah.
I don't like segment the people in my life based on my political view. So if anything, this is a PSA. Pull your fucking head out of your ass. Like, just be friends, crack beers, tease each other about your beliefs. That's fun.
Gannon and I send each other this meme probably once a month, and it's like, it's sent 5 different ways. But if I'm making fun of you, it's because I like you.
Oh,
you know
100%.
what I mean? And like you said about segmenting friends, I could give a shit less what you do. And what I care about is how you treat people, how you treat me, how you treat people when you're around me. If you're a good dude, you're a good dude. We'll hang out. I can care less if you voted for Trump, if you voted for Biden, if you voted for Harris. Who gives a shit, man? It's your prerogative. Do you eat left-handed? Oh, we can't be friends. No, who gives a shit?
Well, being wrong-handed is a whole, I'm just kidding. But no, but I guess, my point is like, I get it. Everybody has their like core beliefs, which are fine. Here's the difference. If we're vastly different on our core beliefs, we are not co-parenting my children.
Yeah.
So what do I care how you are, living your life and doing, as long as you're living within the limits of the law, I don't care what you do. As long as it doesn't affect me and my family directly, I don't care what you do.
Do what you do.
And you shouldn't give a shit about what I do. I guess that's all I'm trying to say. I know the boys listen to the pod, and hey, well, let's fucking take it down a notch.
Fly to Reno, get a hug.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. So that's my little rant of the day.
Who is that brought to us by?
That's brought to us by Weller, our primary sponsor.
Gotcha.
For focus and chill, enjoy Weller. 25 milligrams of broad spectrum CBD.
Your boy needs a Weller to chill.
Yeah. It's 100%. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of my week, running around, all that good stuff. I'm super pumped about my leg. I was really sweating it hard.
Your partner was sweating it. He and I teed it last week, and
yeah,
I was like, dude,
I called RP, who will be on this pod, and you guys will meet him. He's awesome, dude. But I called him right after I got out of I called him before I called my wife. It's okay. I don't think she listens to the show. I found that out the other day.
That crowd's large.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, guess who's fucking walking? Let's go. And he was still a little nervous. And I'm like, hey, bud.
Did you want to draw like a G4 shoe on your boot just in case?
Oh, I'd get out there and play in the boot if I had to. But I'll be just fine. We got a month. The doc said I, boot for maybe, 2 more weeks and I'll be good walking. And he did say golf is like the one thing that I can do. He just wants me to like limit my like heavy impact. So like no running,
you're a
hockey.
You're very upper body swing oriented. So your lower body really doesn't move. So you'll be fine.
I don't know enough about golf to know if that's an insult or not, but
yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah. All right. How's the last 2 weeks for you? Good,
man. We, Cannon turns 50 this month, and that was the last weekend, or 2 weekends ago was the only real weekend we as families could do a trip. So I took him and his wife and Alti and his wife. We all went down to San Gabriel. Had an awesome weekend down there. That place never lets you down with the customer service. I mean, Sean shows up and Luis greets him, as he always does. Mr. Cannon, we're so glad to have you back here. Come over here. Dude, there's a locker with his freaking name on it, ready to go.
Yeah.
Here, put your stuff here. If anything I can do for you while you're here, let me know. We'll be happy to help you out. The course was just in impeccable shape. Like I'm so pumped for the Cravens. And it's not even like juiced up yet, but tee boxes are perfect, greens are perfect, fairways are perfect, rolling.
Man, I'm excited.
3 days of that, great dinners, unbelievable sushi there. Very different than all you can eat sushi here. Had a great dinner. Went to a Michelin star Chinese restaurant, proper Chinese.
Okay.
Had a great night then doing that.
What did you get?
I don't even remember. It was kind of like family style. So we just had this menu and it was like boom, boom, and just keep talking to the waitress. Oh yeah, I want to try that. Oh yeah, I want to try that. And it was just food.
Was it like a huge lazy Susan?
No, it was almost like a table like this with 6 of us, so you could kind of reach and push across.
Yeah, no, I got to go to China a couple times in my previous company, and that was the coolest thing. Like you're sitting down with 12 people, and there's a huge lazy Susan. It's just so much food just piled up, and you just grabbing like a little bit at a time. I want it when we do the remodel of the house. Like I would love to have a huge centered like circle table just for everybody to
similar to the one we just installed into the men's locker room.
Yeah, but with a huge
then put a big lazy Susan on it.
Lazy Susan on it. Yeah.
Quick
cut in too. So Dirty single-handedly and probably with some help of others, completely redid our men's locker room, like one end of it. There's like Barca loungers in there, TVs, past champions on the wall and shit. I just gotta say, hey, kudos, man. I don't know which one it is. Yeah, look at that. I found it. First try. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the place turned out great. Had a ton of help doing it, with painting, with installing the counters, with all of it, dude. Juicy donated a crap ton to help us with the electrical. Farrington busted his ass to get the counters right. It was, I'm probably forgetting people just off the top of my head, but thanks to the board there for approving the funds for us to do it. And I hopped in and said, yeah, give me the reins. I'll pick out everything and run with it. And a lot of time doing it, but it goes into our next topic, which was the Masters, and that's where we watched it, which was cool. We had about 20 guys in there drinking beers, eating lunch, 3 TVs going, Masters going, having a great time playing dice. So it's a good spot. Great spot for that. Aside from the San Gabriel trip, we had our annual Masters Par 3 event out at Hidden.
Good times.
Real good times. Boy, our team there really kicked ass. The dinner was phenomenal. The staff there was great. Drinks were awesome. It's a quick 9-hole. You came out and rode with us for it. Granted, I was the only one that read the full invitation and dressed the part.
You should have seen this guy. He looked like Ben Hogan. Had the tie on, the whole nine,
proper
slacks. I kept waiting, and then the slacks were a little tight. And I'll post a picture up right now. But I was waiting every time you went like to squat to pick up the ball. I was like, the whole backside of these pants.
The word you're looking for was tailored, not tight, because they won't split. They're good. Granted, 2 double bogeys on par 3s and 7 pars. That's not going to get you a green jacket.
No.
George Benari, congratulations. You got the green jacket this year. Had a real good time at the dinner afterwards. And then that spilled over into the men's locker room where, we sat back there until they kicked us out, knocking them back. So we did that. And then last weekend was real exciting. For me, I took my middle daughter over to Roseville to watch her team play.
Oh, right.
She's been kind of bouncing forth between 2 teams. She's an odd birth year in that she's a very old sophomore. And so the club teams that they play on go off of birth year. And so we've kind of moved her to the right birth year, which is a lot of juniors. So she's not the best player on that team. But it's a great opportunity for her to learn, to get better. And she did. They went over there and beat the piss out of a team 6-0. So it's
Right
always,
on. Yeah.
always good. It's always a fun drive back when you're happy. She scored a goal. Yeah. So
It's funny that you say that. So my youngest, so I mean, he's not doing club or anything like that, but he's just uber athletic kid, and he's, you know, my stature, so he's shorter than most people out there, and he's always played 2 years up because he's got a brother that's 18 months older.
Yep.
So we always played with him, and this is the first year that we put him in his age, and it's a massive difference.
he's just dominating it.
Well, yeah. I mean, and the good thing is he actually got on a team of one of the dads, like, played D1 soccer. So there's like 4 coaches out there, and they're all super, you know, not screaming at the kids. Dude, we had our coach last year. He got kicked off the field like 3 times.
Quality.
I had to, like, my ex called the league and was like, if you put my kid on that team again, you know, it was brutal, but it's kind of interesting to see that. So
Oh,
he
yeah,
went
for sure.
from playing younger to up.
Yeah, like when they go to tournaments, she couldn't play, or she wouldn't even go to the tournament because she's God, I'm gonna get this wrong, but I think she's an 08 birth year, and that in like the tournament they would play in was all the kids on the team were 09 10s.
Got it.
And they did us a favor by getting her on that team and training and playing with them for the last year. So, you know, thank you for that. But it's you know, it's time for her to play with kids her age and yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, real quick before we get into what we got coming up, a little shout out for Dirty here. If you live in the Reno area, the Bishop Manogue School is having a junior soccer camp, June 24th, 25th, and 26th. Email us if you don't have it, and we can post it on our podcast as well. My son's doing it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have our Bishop Manogue High School soccer camp for boys and girls age 5 to 16, I think, or 5 to 15.
I believe it's 14.
14.
Yeah.
And then right after that, which you're mad at me over, is our Epic Soccer Academy camp for keepers and strikers, which is July 7th, 8th, and 9th. I will be done by noon on the 9th.
Was I showing my emotions the other day?
Jeez, you walked out of my house not even talking to me like like I called your mother ugly or something.
Yeah. No. Because I think I was so.
I sunk his heart.
No, what he's referencing is, so Dirty's going to be a guest of mine at a club I'm a
Oh, look at this right here.
Yeah, it's actually, I don't know if you can see this. It's called the Alpiniste, the member guest at Montreux Country Club, and it's a long tournament. It's like the longest member guest I've ever
It's 100 days.
heard of. It's crazy. So it's a Wednesday through Saturday, and every day is a full day. And your practice round day is cool. It's an alt shot, and then there's a par 3 tournament, and then that's the day that you get all your swag, like all your tee prizes and all that stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, I got this camp. I can be there by noon." And I'm like,
Dude, he got up and just walked out of my house. Well, fucking pirate legged out of my house.
"Well, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I guess I'll have to play with one of the pros. So we'll be out of
That'll
the.
be a downgrade.
I hope it's just not Owen. I'm just kidding. He's got those
He'll talk you into those
baseball-
giant
dude,
jumbos.
yeah, he's got this baseball bat grips.
Love
that-
you.
Yeah. Oh, you're the man. The head pro out at Montreux. Great dude. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But what do you got coming up, man?
Coming up, what do we have this week? We got Easter, which is going to be a ton of fun with the fam. Dude, and this isn't even on the rundown, which I would tell you about because I thought of it today. Are you guys in town?
For Easter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, afternoon family golf. I threw it at Allie today, and she's like, yeah, 100%. If you have the kids, if you don't, whatever. But
Well, we don't have the kids. I mean, we don't mind going out. The dogs have a game at 5 p.m. What time are you planning on playing?
no idea. I just thought of it a minute ago. Texted my wife, and she was like, yeah, let's do that. So I was like, what are you going to do? And I was like, relax. Like, do breakfast in the morning, hang out, and then go take the family
Yeah.
out on the golf course and
We're doing
stick around for 2 hours.
we're doing
Play nine holes or something.
yeah, we're doing church in the morning and then taking the kids to their other
Yes.
Yeah,
We'll sort through that. We
Yeah.
have to do that on the show.
Yep.
But what I am doing next year
Next year, huh?
Next week, it seems like it's a year away, is one of our pros from San Gabriel is coming up, and he'll be playing in the Reno Open, the Asher Tour event at the Reno Open, and I'm going to be looping. I'm going to be caddying for him.
So I was all pumped, and then he told me that he's caddying with a golf cart.
Dude,
And I'm like, what
how
is that
pumped
even
am I?
about? I know, I think it's awesome. And it's, it's at Wolf Run, which is a Duncan golf course. Shout out TJ. Great company, all the local public courses. They do a great job. But when I think of caddying, I think of
bagging it, looping
bagging it. Yeah, man.
Dude, we're sitting here, and I'm like, I'm going to pull this up so I can talk about it on the show. And I'm like, guaranteed first prize, 40 grand. So Garrett, let's work, get you that 40 G's. An invite to the Barracuda Championship, so you get exempt to play in a PGA Tour event. And then right below it, riding mandatory, carts included. I spelled that wrong, but and I would look at you, I was like, dude, I get to be in a cart. This is the greatest caddying gig of my life. So
does that knock your percentage down, or
I think it started at 0. So maybe, I don't know. I hope I don't have to pay his entry fee now that I'm in a cart. But dude, it's gonna be fun. We got practice round on Tuesday, and then whenever tee times come out, Wednesday, Thursday, there's a 36-hole cut, and then Friday we'll be in it for the money, be in the chase, get him in the CUDA.
When's the last time you played out at Wolf Run?
Probably 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too. I think
Humsky said they were closed for 2 weeks, and they redid all the concrete, all the asphalt out there, cart pass, parking lot, everything. So I'm real excited. I mean, TJ always puts together a great golf course, especially for tournaments. So looking forward to being out at Wolf Run.
that'd be sweet.
All the changes that have been done out there, looping, or what do they call it if you're driving the golf cart? Drooping. I'm drooping for him.
Yeah, you should workshop that.
I'm gonna workshop that,
Yeah.
but dude, so
and hey, real sidebar, is that right? Hidden is going to be closed the week before we go to
Cravens, yeah.
Cravens?
We're doing our greens, approaches, all that, punch, aerification. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the front nine will be up at Montreux. We can get up.
it's open, and they're having a college event that the week we're gone.
Okay.
Regionals for the Mountain West, I think, is there.
Oh, right on.
Is that what they're called? I don't know.
I
was
have to
talking
look at the book.
I was talking to the UNR coach, and they're in Eugene this next week, and if they don't qualify, they're hosting. No, we're still hosting first round.
Oof. Yikes. Right on. Okay. And then
first event for Northern Nevada Golf Association. Try to keep up with all these associations. But we have our first seniors event this weekend, and then our first full event is going to be the 26th or the 27th, whatever that Saturday is, at Silver Oak. I've played Silver Oak once in my life, so Emo and I are teaming up to go down there for the 2-man for the kickoff of the Northern Nevada Golf Association season. So
right on. And then is the south part of Nevada and the northern part, are they merging? I heard a rumor about that.
That's not a rumor. That is a fact. It'll be happening. And the day after that event, we're hosting our annual spring meeting for Northern Nevada Golf Association, where we've been reaching out to all of the golf clubs that report to our association for the vote for this. And so far, it's looking like it's working out well and going through, which will be a great unification for Southern Nevada Golf and Northern Nevada Golf going forward, which will then be Nevada State Golf.
And then what does that do for your position as the president? Do they call you El Presidente, or what do they do?
Oh, only when I speak, do they? No. That's what this year is going over the governance, how that's going to look, how many board seats we're getting as the North, how many they're getting from the South. I really hope our guy down in the South says he wants to be president, because he's done a phenomenal job with Southern. It's been a fun year and a half so far with me doing it. I don't know if I could pull it off again.
That's a lot.
It is. So yeah, we'll see.
Right on. All right. Well,
what about you? What you got this week?
Well, this week we got a couple fun things going on. Obviously, Easter here. 420 is a big deal for one of my businesses. So that's going on up in Montana. So all kinds of fun stuff. People will be getting a bunch of swag and stuff like that. Headed to Napa.
Ooh,
Headed to Napa next week. Hopefully the leg is feeling good. Me and the boys. So we're going up there with 3 couples, and my buddy Romeo's family has a winery up there, or a couple. We always stay on property there. It's
dude, tag it. Little
it's
Black
outstanding.
Stallion,
Yeah,
bud.
Black
Come
Stallion. Black Stallion Winery is this awesome like boutique winery, and the wine's amazing. It's right there in the cut of Napa. This will be like our 3rd or 4th year in a row that we kind of do this trip. It's great. The girls come, we do a couple tastings. We are going to play Napa Country Club
Nice.
on Sunday before we head back, and I'll be talking about it on the next pod for sure. Another cool thing is getting ready to launch a new brand that's coming up. It's kind of like a side project for me. I'm kind of a sci-fi dork, NASA nerd. So I love all that stuff, and we have this kind of cool apparel line that's getting ready to come out.
Nice.
So that should be up and live. So I've been doing a lot of work on that. And then
Large.
a large?
Yeah, I'm a large for that new apparel line that's coming out.
I thought it was an extra medium, 2 inches long.
Well, that's whip.
So no, the coolest thing that's kind of coming up for us is, if you listen to the first episode, we talked about kind of what we wanted to come from the Dutch and Dirty podcast. My goal was always to have an in-home studio with a golf simulator and a place that we can come when we get off the golf course. We've had a couple beers. We want to talk about the round. We kind of want to BS, play some games, bet on the sim stuff and things like that. So the architect is coming tomorrow. Hopefully we're going to get some plans drawn up pretty quick.
Nice.
And the goal is to do that part first. We have some other remodel stuff we're doing on the house, but the goal is to have that done before like the end of the year. That's going to be the primary start, and then we're going to do the rest of the stuff later. So
That'll be awesome. Looking forward to a new
super
studio.
Pumped about that. Yeah. So Dirty and I got to figure out what kind of environment do we want. Do we want like something up front or more laid back or whatever that is? And
are we gonna split it like caps one side, pins shit the other, or do you want to do memorabilia? What do you want to do?
No, I mean, I might give you like a little nightstand next to your.
I'll just put 5 cups up, and that's it.
So little mini cups,
just like the front of my golf.
And there'll be a huge blowout of like Ovechkin, like one of those big things.
One of those big.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So we're really excited about that. It's just kind of been a long time coming, and we've been busier than shit. Busier than a cat covering up shit, like my dad likes to say. And then we got to get Papa Wesson on the pod here soon.
Yeah. He's in love.
Yeah. So generally this where we would do our They Got Me or must buys or whatever, but we both forgot to bring that stuff in,
which is great because we went over in such detail in our pre-show.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here and I look over, I'm like, oh shit, dude, I forgot my item.
Yeah.
You're like, so did I.
Yeah. So we'll do that next week, or we'll do that next podcast, and it actually kind of rolls in because our next recording will be before we leave to go play in the Cravens tournament, and we'll have tons of stuff there and all that good jazz. So we're going to get into a quick hockey update. Hopefully we don't lose everybody that doesn't live in Northern Nevada. So we talked about college hockey last time. Western Michigan ends up defeating Boston University. We had a little bet on that. I lost completely. He already owed me from the Super Bowl bet, so that's a wash. We will, from now on, start paying in cash on the pod, on camera, for every bet that
goes right here on the beatbox.
Yeah. So let's see here. We're not gonna even do this one because that's whatever. Big shout out to Alex Ovechkin. I mean, he's at 896. 895 broke the record. The greatest goal scorer to ever lace up skates in the NHL.
No argument.
Yeah, and that's it. And that's all that needs to be said. And hey, records are meant to be broken. This one we talked about trying to make a bet on how, but we'll be dead if someone
Yeah,
ends up
exactly.
breaking it. I mean, Ovechkin, Gretzky, Sid, Howe. I mean, Howe played till he was like what 50. Jaromir Jagr's still playing. Like you're gonna have to play for like 30 years at this rate without. I mean,
And
and
averaging-
no injuries. That's the thing. Like he's a phenom. So big shout out to him. I don't know if anybody else saw it. If all my people back east, Juicy J in the tunnel, bands to make her dance. Oh, so Alex Ovechkin, not your typical captain. He goofs around a lot. He drinks beer. He isn't ripped. Looks like a Siberian mountain lion. Like he's big old belly and stuff. He's awesome. So Juicy J from the song "Bands to Make Her Dance" was there in the tunnel.
I
And
saw
it's something they do. It's
with
so
the Screaming Eagle jersey on, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Looked good.
Yeah. The final game's tonight against the Pens.
It is.
So playoffs are done, right? As far as who's going to be in the playoffs. Final game is tonight. I don't think there's anything past tonight.
No.
Not that it matters because
playoffs start
everything
Saturday.
is. Yeah, playoffs start Saturday. So the West is going to start on Saturday. Excuse me. East on Sunday, which is weird. Why on Easter? I don't know why anybody does anything on Easter. It's kind of crazy. So let's take a look really quick at the brackets.
Give us the tree.
Okay, so let's do the West really fast, and we're gonna burn through these really quick. So, number 1 seed Jets against the Blues,
President's Trophy winner.
The Blues were a wild card that won, I don't know, 15 of their last whatever games to get into the playoffs. Absolute terror. You have Bennington in goal. I mean, this should be a really good series. Where I don't know a lot about every one of these series. This one should be good because the Jets are huge.
Dude, I hope they're doing their whiteouts for the playoffs. Like there's no environment like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if Bennington can stand up in a 7-game series, they got a shot. I just think the Jets are bigger, faster. That's going to be tough for them. Stars Avalanche. I mean, I think that's going to be a good series. I think it'll be back and forth. The Wild Fleury. I mean, that's a storyline in itself. You got the Golden Knights, who 1 seed in their division. They're just a good team. Wild kind of got in there at the end, and Kings Oilers. I don't really care about that.
Dude, these are great series.
They're going to be really good. Well, get in here. Get in here. Show me what you know about hockey.
Mikko Rantanen going back to Colorado.
Yeah, I mean,
wow. I mean, what are you kidding me?
Yeah, what it cost him a Rolex,
in 2 months. 2 months in a city he didn't want to be in or play in.
Yeah,
right. I think that's going to be awesome. I pray the Golden Knights stomp the first 2 games against the Wild. And they make a goalie change and put my boy Fleury in so that he can then stand on his head and make a run.
Yeah, you were saying he played great the other night.
What a class move. I mean, dude, he's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Kings Oilers. Oilers are going to have it tough because they're the road team. Kings are the best team at home this season, which is shocking because the only home game that we went to looked like their feet were in cement.
Yeah, I know.
But
didn't the Pens win that game like 6-2 or something?
I don't remember. I was dancing, having a great time, but I mean,
gotta go pee.
So yeah, dude. I mean, a lot of great. I mean, the West has some just awesome first round series.
Yeah, and then let's see here. So Eastern Conference, you get the Leafs and the Senators.
Battle of what is it? Ontario, or is it the
Toronto.
Battle of Alberta? Alberta or Ontario? I don't know. It's
yeah.
one of the two, but what a fucking series. Brady's back.
And
could be an upset.
It's going to have to be. I mean, Toronto, there's so much talent on that team. They can't seem to figure it out, right? To get deep in the playoffs or get through a first series.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have so many weapons. It's crazy. You got Matthews, you got Knives is playing outstanding. Willie I mean, you get they're good. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of weapons.
Battle of Florida.
Battle of Florida, and what I like about this is I think both teams are really good, and they're going to beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Which is going only benefit whoever they play
Everyone
next.
else.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. I mean, these guys.
You could put those guys at opposite ends of the tree, and they would find each other in the Eastern Conference Final.
I think so.
Right?
I think so. Hurricanes, Devils. I mean, this all comes down to goaltending.
This is a sweep. Are you kidding me? The Devils, Hughes out, just injury-ridden team, limped into the playoffs. They looked really good earlier in the season. Not the same roster they have right now.
Okay, all right.
I'll go 4-1.
I don't think it's a hot take. Oh, you think 4-1?
I'll go 4-1 instead of the sweep,
Okay.
but I'll go 4-1.
All right. And then we got Caps, Canadians. Canadians are a good team. I called them as my wild card at the beginning of our podcast. Here's what I can say about the Capitals. This whole lead up to Ovechkin has kind of taken them off the mark, and they haven't played great because they clinched the playoffs a month ago. So they're going to have to get on their horse early and come out. You got Alexi Protas. We don't know if he's going to go. You got Logan Thompson with the upper body injury. These are, Alexi Protas is 6'6".
Yeah.
Is a goal scoring.
And you've been
Machine this
bringing
year.
in, your new guys that are, once you're clinched, it's like, okay, cool. Let's give the young guys a look, see what they're doing. And
it'll be an interesting series. I mean, I think the Caps take it. I'm thinking they take it 4-1, 3-2. Or sorry, 4-1 or 4-2.
3-2. We got a couple more games to
a
go.
couple more games. Yeah. So here's going to be my first picks in the Western Conference. I'm going Blues.
Whoa.
Okay, so here we go. Write these down. Hot takes. So I'm going Blues. I think Bennington is playing lights out, and they have the momentum from when they had it a couple of years ago.
All right, I'll go opposite 20 on that.
Okay. Stars, Avs. I'm going Stars.
I'll take my boys at the in Colorado for that. Another Twinsky.
Okay. I'm going Knights and Oilers. So I got Jets, Stars, Knights.
I'm going to agree
Oilers.
with you on Knights. I want the Wild to get through. I don't think it's going to happen, and I'll take the Kings. So we got 60 in bets on the first side.
Okay, on the first side. I'm going Leafs.
Wait a minute. How the hell are you getting to pick the first? What? Go on. Keep going.
Go ahead. No, you get the first ones in the
It's
East.
the Dutch show. Let's keep it going.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, lady.
I'm taking the Leafs too, so there's no action there.
Okay, no action. I'm going Panthers.
All right, I'll take the Lightning.
Okay, 20 on. All right, and then I'm going Caps, obviously.
Oh, Canada! Fucking come on! I got Canada, baby. Let's go, Montreal. You'll be speaking French.
And then I don't think we have any action on the Canes.
No.
I think the Canes are gonna go. I think the Canes and the Caps are going to be seen in the second round. I think it's going to be a fucking dogfight.
Yep.
Lot of history there. I think we had total 80 bets, right? 1, 2, 3.
We've got 100.
Okay.
100 on the line.
100 on the line. So that's what we got. So kind of what I said last week, and I know we kind of droned on about hockey. This is when you start watching.
Oh, that's the best.
Like, if you don't watch hockey, watch playoff hockey.
If you live in a city that has hockey and you can by chance, even if you can't get into, like if you live in Tampa and you can't get in to, what is it now, the Amelia Arena or something, go down there. Dude, they have
go watch it
watching outside. If you're in LA and you can't get in, remember when we were in downtown LA, that whole thing lit up with, dude, what a scene.
Yeah. It's outstanding. It's so good.
Let's hope that Kings move on, because if next round, second round, there's a good chance we're going to be in LA.
Oh yeah, and so so we need to keep an eye on this because I mean, unfortunately, when I look at this, it's going to be really hard to get back for a Caps game unless it's in the finals.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm all for going to Vegas. I'm all for going to LA.
Yeah,
we'll get it figured out. So yeah, that's the hockey talk. Watch it.
If you don't like hockey, ignore us for the next month because It's going to take a lot of it.
Yeah, there's going to be, but we got a lot of golf coming up too. The
Oh, yeah.
weather's getting nice and all that stuff too. So
Season's upon
the
us.
season's upon us.
Smell
All right.
that? You smell that?
Yeah.
That's
Fresh cut grass.
That's member guest season.
Oh. Hopefully we're not so hungover when we record. All right. So the big event of the weekend, obviously the Masters. Let's see here. You already talked about that. We had that in the rundown that you guys watched it at the club.
Yeah.
I chose a different route on the couch. We didn't have the kids.
Leg up.
6-7 beers just while watching, some delicious snacks.
That's
my
it?
wife made. Well, the kids were coming over later.
Okay.
So
Smart move.
I
Move.
like to, they know daddy drinks beer, but
Were you watching it
main
like me
takeaways.
and being like, dude, how is Rory going to throw this away?
Oh, 100%. Okay,
Like-
so not to jump around here, but like going into Sunday, Saturday, Bryson makes that putt, gets within 2. They're playing in the final round. Rory ends up losing the U.S. Open the year prior to Bryson by missing, what was it, a 3-foot putt?
Yeah.
So, something ridiculous, right? And I'm like, so I was watching this over at my buddy Kyle Lindall's, who lost all the money
Yeah.
gambling
To
at
Tyler, to my son.
which was an awesome member guest story. We'll have to do that
During member guest
during
season.
member guest. We'll have to talk about our favorite member guest stories. But we're watching it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a show tomorrow. I'm not the biggest Rory fan, and to say that means like he's not my favorite golfer. I think you can't take anything away from what he's done as a player. I think you can take a little bit of away from what he's trying to do with the game of golf. Like I end up having a lot of criticism. If you're going to put yourself in front of everybody, expect it.
Yeah.
Right. And then you're under a microscope and then like I was listening to someone the other day talking about him getting through the round, and they're like, he's just like one of us in a high pressure moment. He doesn't always make it.
Yeah.
Right. So, but go ahead.
No, that's just what you said. Like Bryson rolls in that birdie on 18. In the post interview, Bryson's just pumped. Like, dude just got into the final group, and Rory, it just looks like his cat just died.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my God, I got to play with him. And immediately then you kind of saw it, and you're like, man, is he just going to spend the whole day not going out to win, but trying not to lose, and then doubles the first, bogeys the second. All of a sudden we have a switch and there's a new leader. At that point, we had the setup, we had it in the cart, we had the speakers running for it. So I think because we played pretty early, but we probably watched the first
Saturday or
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
So we watched the first couple holes while we were still playing. And I mean, we're just walking up to the green like, yep, 2-stroke lead. Now it's over. Da, da, da. And then, I mean, what guts for him to fight back. I mean, it would have been real easy to fold up at that point and just get through your round, shoot 75, and there you go. You lost another major. No, got on his horse, fought his way back in.
The shot on 15.
Unbelievable.
That was his Bubba Watson on 10.
Absolutely.
If he didn't end up winning, no one even cares about that shot on 15.
Yeah.
I mean, epic. What was that, like 20-yard draw?
Just super
Beautiful shot.
Beautiful looking shot.
Yeah, I mean, it was outstanding. It's so good.
Justin Rose plays his ass off.
I really wanted Rosie to win,
to get in,
but I mean,
and then missing that putt on 18, you're just like, oh, here we go again. And dude, the guts to come back, pound drive, stack it to what, 3 feet? Here we go again.
yeah.
He freaking rolls it in, and just I mean, I wanted to cry for the guy. Like the emotion of just knowing that monkey that's now off his back, how hard he worked to get there. I mean, how many doubters, dude, we were in we had everyone was in the locker room then watching it, and just, I mean, he misses the putt and everyone's just shitting on him, me included, like, up, can close, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
And it's just all of that. You could see that emotion just drained from him afterwards. And then seeing him going into the champions locker for the first time and walking around like, dude, you want to get emotional for it, because I mean, I'm an emotional person in general, but like seeing that, like knowing what the road he's been on, like
It's kind of tough to watch because, you know, Bryson even said he didn't say a single word to me all day.
Yeah.
And which is all fine. You know, hey, look, you play your game how you want to play your game. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But watching him on the golf course, I mean, this guy is coiled up like a spring. And then it is a typical Sunday Masters at its best. You have 5 to 6 players in contention with 10 holes to play. Fucking Patrick Reed misses a 3-foot putt for birdie, then hoops one on 17. If he doesn't double bogey that hole,
yeah, he's in the mix.
He's in the clubhouse at 11 or 12.
Thank God he missed it.
I mean, I know everybody hates Patrick Reed. I mean, whatever, but like, you know,
you're a fan?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I mean, I'm indifferent. Like, I don't really like. It's hard for me to
hate on somebody that cheats at golf
or love.
That's pretty easy.
Or you know, I mean, like, hey, these guys are professional athletes. They get paid to, you know, practice and play a game, and it's awesome, and we enjoy it. But like, honestly, I don't get my blood up that much about, you know, whatever.
You know what else is hard to watch?
Oh, fucking Oberg. I know you're going.
$500,000 just pulled right out of your pocket because you tripled 18.
I think it was like $514,000 on the last hole.
Fairway bunker, left it in the bunker, and just that's hard
brutal
to watch.
too. Like,
but hey, you know, it comes with it.
They're human.
They are. I think it's a little different if it's like, and this is what I always get with these guys. I think it'd be a little bit different if it was like you playing me, knowing that I had to actually pay you $500,000 versus, okay, I only won 1 million instead of 1.5.
Yeah.
Still stings.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily accurate because, I mean, they're all playing well, but they got the endorsement pressure. They got all this other stuff going on. But I mean, dude, Ludwig has so many years ahead of him. So, I mean, he's going to get a green jacket unless something terrible happens to him. I mean, that guy doesn't even look like, I mean, it's hard. You watch like Freddie, shout out to Freddie, shout out to Boom Boom and Langard for, you know, being their age and missing the cut by 1 stroke. I mean, I thought they were both going to make the weekend, but you know, you watch Freddie swing and you're like, is this guy even trying? And then Ludwig kind of has the same presence. I think he's just so tall.
Dude, his style on the golf course is on point. I'm not a big Adidas guy, but dude, they had him looking crisp out there all week.
I'm jealous of his golf game. No. I mean, granted, I mean, all these, they're fucking 1,000 times better than I am. But I'm talking about him just walk. You do it too, and I'm like, God, how do I get there? And I think walking will help me more. But like, when you're in a cart, you have all this time to like not being paying attention to like, you know, what your next shot is or what. It just seems like he grabs a club, walks over to the ball, and hits it.
Yeah.
And then you have like the Jason Days that are like behind the ball with their eyes closed, envisioning the spin of the ball.
Yeah. Get up and hit it. Come on. You know what it does.
Yeah. Well, so that's the thing. It's like just having, and Freddie does it too, just like having that kind of confidence because you've hit 5,000 balls in the past 2 months or last month. And you're like, oh, this is just how it goes.
Or yesterday, like Bryson.
Oh my!
Like triple everybody's ball usage on the range.
What do you think about him being like the new people's champ?
I love it.
I think it's great. Like from him being like completely hated to, you know, where he is now.
I love it because he embraces it and he embraces the fans. I don't know if you saw the article from this week where he went back to Pinehurst after the Masters and they put a plaque down for him and he was there. He hit the same bunker shot out of the bunker. He's signing. I mean, every kid there wanted to be him and see him and get something signed. And he was doing it all, man. I mean, he's I think he embraces that role. Who knows what the next 3 to 5 years look like with unification of the tours and getting him back on the PGA Tour. But I mean, he is by far one of, if not the most popular golfer for US.
No, I agree, and I think what sports media doesn't allow these people to do, especially that, what the fuck is that one guy's name? Chambly, the guy that's
Brandel Chambly,
the worst ever, is like, hey, these 21-year-olds, they're gonna grow up, they're gonna go through life experiences, and they're going to change. I think the thing that I really appreciate about, or what I see with DeChambeau, is it's giving him energy.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I need to go over here and sign a bunch of this endorsements or whatever it is. Like, he's got the YouTube channel and he's playing with regular people and, you know, engaging with Trump and like, just like putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
Whether people, you know, like it or don't like it. I think he really feeds off that. And I think it makes him a better player. He just couldn't putt.
Yeah.
Like that. It's one of the hardest golf courses, definitely one of the hardest tournaments ever, and you gotta roll the rock,
roll the potato.
Yeah, and
he's all rigid like a breadstick.
Yeah, so I thought it was great. Masters crushed.
Yeah, buddy.
I want to do. We do a lot of golf.
We do,
and we
play a lot of golf,
and we do a lot of hockey. Although I don't know when the hell the next time I'm. But I kind of want to do another segment, and if you don't have something, that's totally cool. But I kind of want to do like a little pop culture thing too, like what's going on out there. And the first thing I'm going to do is there's a new show on Paramount Plus. It's called Mobland. It is awesome.
Okay, talk to me about it. I haven't seen it yet.
Excuse me. So there's only 3 episodes right now. It's on, I get it through Prime. So if you have Paramount Plus, or I think it's its own streaming thing. But so Tom Hardy is the main character, and it's basically a British mafia movie that's current, right? I'm assuming it's supposed to be in this time. The cast is sick. Pierce Brosnan, Helen Mirren. I think Helen Mirren's got like a 20-year contract with Paramount Plus with all the Tyler Sheridan in 1923, which is also another show. But this show, and maybe it's because it's British, it's a Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie's the director. I love how matter of fact, like this, there's a scene, and I don't want to spoil it or whatever it is, but it's like a crazy, gruesome scene. There's like literally no emotion on anybody's face. The one guy's like, "Did you do that? Well, why'd you do that?" Like, it's like the body chopped up or something like that. The show is really good. It's so off the wall, a little bit like The Gentleman, another Guy Ritchie thing that was on Netflix. It's really, really good. It's worth a watch. It's a little gory. My wife doesn't really like it because there's a couple scenes that get like pretty intense. And it's out of nowhere intense.
Yeah.
So like, you know, someone's talking and then they're shot. Like, but it has all the great people. So I can't remember his name, but did you ever see Rock and Roller?
No.
Okay. It's just another guy that's like in all these British films.
Gotcha.
So he's the other mob boss, and Pierce Brosnan's the head of one family, and Helen Mirren's his like crazy wife that's like, you know, promoting drug use and killing people and stuff like that. It's just to see her in that role as like this crazy Irish woman that's like.
And it's called Mobland?
It's called Mobland.
Nice. I have to check that out.
It's really, really good. But is there anything, like, are you reading any books right now? Or because you're a reader. I need to work on that.
I always go back to a good friend of mine, Joshua Metcalf, is an unbelievable author, speaker, a motivator. I'm currently for the second time reading his book called Finish Empty.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what does a look like? What does a life look like? A successful life look like from a deathbed perspective? But I would discourage anyone from starting their path with what Joshua writes with this book, because it's a precursor.
Prequel?
It's a follow up to his
sequel.
sequel to one of his other books. But I mean, he's got just unbelievable. Chop Wood, Carry Water is one of his books. It's phenomenal. Pound the Stone, I probably read 5 times already. So I'll shoot you the links to put up there. Quite a few. I mean, Win in the Dark. It's just all these great, being successful, great mindset, reading. All of his books are very easy to read, very relatable. And not to mention he's a pretty damn good golfer too. So he's always a fun hang.
Right on.
So shout out to Joshua and what he's done.
Let's do it. Yeah. I'll have to send me the link and I'll check them out. I think that about wraps us.
That's it for the week.
That's it for the week. We have just to follow back up. We have this golf tournament that we're playing in a month. So we'll be getting into that. I got to figure out how to pack all this stuff up and get it down there, because we got some friends that are going to be there. This wild man named BK, I think, is going to be running around there.
Oh yeah,
pants, no pants. We'll see how it goes.
BK will be there.
Yeah.
Langer. It's going to be a crew. Yeah. It's going to be a good crew.
It's going to be a little debacle. But yeah, to try to get all this stuff down there, I got to get that figured out. We got Napa. We got a bunch of fun stuff coming up, and then you'll see over like the next month. Listener, we'll be doing some more media pushes and things like that on social media. I'm enlisting some help because I can't do all this crap on my own.
Yeah.
But that being said, shout out again to Maury Distributing for sponsoring this show. Go try Beatbox if you're out there and you're slinging the alcohol and you need good stock supply and distribution. Reach out to Maury Distributing, local in Sparks, Nevada. And please go to our YouTube channel, Dutch and Dirty Podcast, DutchAndDirty.com,
call your mama,
Instagram, all the local places, all the regular places, TikTok, all the stuff
on the line.
Yeah. No. Again, on the line. You got to get on the line, and then I keep saying, and then I think
that's it, man.
And then I think we end it.
Have a great week.
Yeah. Do the same. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Get it.
Holy shit, it wasn't recording.
Shut the fuck up.
Just kidding. We'll see you next time.
Here at Weller, we believe that feelings of wellness, vitality, and optimization should be available and attainable to all of us every day, and should never be expensive, time-consuming, or intimidated. We believe wholeheartedly that the best version of ourselves is possible every day. So our goal is to provide an accessible, functional beverages that are simple, delicious, natural, and impactful. We created our products with real life in mind. Our clean label, convenient, and always delicious beverages meet you where you are and are beyond easy to integrate into your everyday life whenever you want them. Go visit wellerbrands.com and use promo code D&D Podcast for 20% off your order. Free shipping on orders over $120.